Alright, we're back with the stream. We got our shiny last stream, our shiny fossils, and now we're on to Morgrem. I already got it all set up. So yeah, should be cool. We'll get started in just a second. I'm just checking on the... Okay. Okay, let's get back. Let's get to it. Let's get that shiny Morgrem. Okay. There's the Morgrem. I'm pretty good luck so far, so let's keep that luck rolling. This will be our third G-Max Pokemon once we get it. Well, once it's a Grimmsnarl, that is. Well, we should be able to throw it into being a Grimmsnarl pretty much right away, so. There's that. Man, I need to bathe. I smell horrible. I worked pretty hard today. I'm going to make sure with a couple encounters that the gender changes. I'm pretty sure that the encounter's different every time with this one. The one standing up at there isn't like an overworld one, but I've never actually checked it. So we gotta make sure at some point it switches to female. Hopefully it does it first thing. Another male one. I don't feel like catching it to check, so we'll just watch for a female one or a shiny one, which would obviously show that it's changing. Three males in a row. 4 males in a row. I don't have anything defrosted for dinner, so I don't know what I'm gonna do because I don't have any more leftovers either. Probably have something simple since it was kind of a late day. 5 males in a row. Is Morgrem always male? It'd be news to me if that was the case. Six males in a row. Huh. Seven males in a row? Trying to get a little suspicious. Dang, there's 44k viewers right now? Who's playing freaking Fire Red right now? It's gotta be a big streamer like XQC or something. Alright, if this one's another male, I'm gonna double check that it can't even appear as female. Okay, so Morgrem cannot be female. It's 100% only male species. Fair enough. So we're going to check the natures of two of them. Just to make sure. Doesn't matter, we're not gonna keep this save. Well, it's gonna be annoying. That one had Prankster where all the other ones had Frisk, so yeah. So that already shows that they're not all the same. Because a bunch of them had Frisk and that one had Prankster. I didn't notice at first. So they are different encounters. Prankster is obviously the better one to get, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think that one had Frisk because it didn't frisk me. Alright, let's check and see who is. Heard a weird sound there. Let's check the category. Who's the big fella? Oh! GDQ is speed running it. Okay, fair enough. I need to make a decision. Whoop, dang. On what ball I'm going to catch this beast in. So it looks like Dream Ball is probably the best. Do I have any Dream Balls? I'll have to check that here if I don't. I'll probably just have to see what's the next best one. Nope, no Dream Balls. So none of them would be particularly great for it in terms of matching. Pretty sure I just got a heavy ball. Where the heck did that go? Oh, I already had some. Alright, we'll do this one in a safari ball. Sheesh! I dropped my cap, no cap. I had no cap afterwards. Not good. I'm tempted to listen to some music. I was inspired by this Glimwood Tangle music. Now it's got the ambient noises. I think it's a little bit too late to defrost something. So it's either throw a pizza in or just have kind of like a snacky type dinner. Or probably just have the snacky type dinner while we watch the new X-Men 97 episode that's supposed to have come out today. Welcome back! We're going for Shiny Morgrem now. He's a little emo guy. And we're listening to Glitch X City's remix of the Glimwood Tangle song. Since we're in Glimwood Tangle, we're vibing. It's all coming together now. We just need Hello I Am and Theodore. And we couldn't help but get the shiny. But you know, we're making do. Making do. This one shiny is actually quite baller. Let me see if I can show it on stream real quick. I did get it, yeah. Oh yeah. Show did. Now we're on to Morgrem. I'll show you in a second after this reset. There we go. So now, yep. Nehemiah was here. How do you pronounce your screen name? Amps? Amps first. He was here. So he witnessed it firsthand. You don't know how to pronounce your own screen name? You'd think if anyone would know, you'd know. But yeah, let's take a gander at him. He's very pretty. Ooh. Check that out. And as you can see, we changed our outfit to match our new shiny as well. I'll show you. We'll run over here. Doesn't really look the best in this thing. Let's look at our trainer card. Oh, see how we got the purple hat and the purple glasses to match the forehead and eyeballs? Pretty stylish. Yeah. And we got this Impidimp here. We'll chase it off. Boom! Oh, wasn't shiny. I got it near the end of the stream yesterday. Actually, no, only about 30 minutes in. So it was pretty shortly after you left. Yeah. I joked that after you were leaving, I was like, well, you're going to miss it because we're going to get the shiny. And then Nehemiah actually said in the chat, I summoned the shiny. You mean like in Discord? Nah. I was going to wait till you came in and you could see it. Like a surprise, so you could see it. It was right after you left, though. But now we're into the lo-fi. Let's go back to the non-lo-fi. Well, thank you. I tried real hard. As long as you never give up. Did you see the clip, or do you want me to link it? Oh, you already found it. Okay, good. It's pretty solid. Pretty good clip. I forgot I was going to show what the shiny Morgrem looks like on stream. That's not it. There we go, that's it. So there you go, that's what the shiny Morgrem looks like. It's a pretty sick one, actually. Purple pants, blue skin, white hair. Pretty sick. So, yeah. That's what we can look forward to seeing. Pretty good crit clip. Oh, I have a package that just got delivered in the mailbox. Yep, it happens sometimes. I was awake for this one, though. I thought I might have been snoozing, but no, I was just blabbing about Spider-Man Noir. Alright, I'm gonna go grab my package real quick. I'll be right back. Alright. Here we go. Hopefully this one's a real one, because we got a fake card last time. He's got it better packaged, so likely legit. Oh, I forgot to name it, because I turned off nicknames. Oh, check it out. Rotom Mo. Our most expensive card we've gotten so far. Pretty sweet. But yeah, we need to figure out the name situation. Let's dip out of this Glimwood Tangle and figure it out. Yep, Snow Mo. No, it's just Mo. Snow would be Rotom Freeze. Steven is a poopy name. You gotta think about a dragonfish fossil Pokemon. Come on now, you think it'd be a fish? I don't know about Steven though. He should name it, you're not wrong, but his initial suggestion is pretty garbo trash. Let's go with something a little cooler than Steven, alright? Think dragonfish fossil Pokemon. Dig deep. Bite Billy? I mean, that's not bad. I don't hate it. What about Billy Bite? Or Billy Bites? That might be better. I was gonna do it like it was like a computer spelling, but Billy Bites might be even better, I think. Billy Bites! Let's go with that. No, no more ratings. Let's go, Billy Bites! I know, Steven's pretty scary, that's true. Billy Bites. So we got Johnny, the Rotten Apple, Bulbsy, Flizzle, and Billy Bites. Thornton. Okay, let's try to get to one step away where we were before without triggering. Okay. We're almost there. Remember, this guy only appears once. If you save afterwards, he never appears again, so... That's why this one, I don't think has ever been recorded as a shiny, or at least not that I could find, because I specifically looked for it. Let's go! People think that the lore is there's an Impidimp down in the grass, so the Impidimp runs off that direction to like bait you past a rock, and then you get attacked by the Morgrem. So they're like a team where they're trying to steal your lunch money or something. So we'll see it this time because it reappears. When we walk over here, there's the Impidimp. And then if you walk this direction, come here, Impidimp. Okay, he's glitched. Now he's running away. There we go. So I think that's like the lore. I don't know. Impidimp has wings. I think. He has like little little like kind of demon pixie wings, doesn't he? On the back of his head or his body? Yeah, he got like a little fin wings there. I think it's because he's kind of like he's an imp. An imp is a kind of fairy, isn't it? Impadimp. I think an imp is from the fairy family in lore. Well, thank you. When I was shiny hunting him on the mushroom back in the day, I call him Little Nakey Boy because he looks like he's naked. And and when I got the shiny one, I called him Little Blue Boy. Long time ago. Can hardly remember. I was actually dropping Theo off at his bus stop, and I did a few encounters while I was waiting to see him leave with his bus, because I was taking him to his old bus stop because we had just moved, and that was when he was in first grade? Maybe second grade? And now he's in like 6th or 7th? So yeah, it was a while ago. So you're right, it is a lesser demon. So I don't know, man, you'd have to ask the developer why they did that. Why they chose to make it a fairy, I don't know. You hated Theodore when he was in 2nd grade? That's a little weird. I don't think you even knew him, but hey. Amps has known Theo since he was that little. He met Theo when he was like a toddler. And Theo's always been a pretty big kid, and Amps was a pretty small kid. So when Theo was like 3 and he was like 6 or 7, Theo was bigger than him. And he said Theo was mean and would pick on him. Pretty fun lore. Getting bullied by a baby. Mimikyu's a good one. Mimikyu has an excellent shiny as well. I mean, I'm sure there are imps in fairy tale stories. Sure, that's kind of close. Yeah, he's Theo's best friend. He's here to support the stream, but he's Theo's in real life best friend. They've known each other since basically Theo's whole life, since he was born. Barn. Indeed, barn. Yeah. I just had some Gatorade go down the wrong tube, not sponsored. I'm tempted to go get something for dinner, but I think it's weird to be one of those guys that goes and eats by themselves at a restaurant. I think that seems strange. I'd rather like pick it up to go or something. Now, people keep telling me about the leaks, though. You and Theo keep telling me about leaks. Is Goldeen gonna be in the new game? Does it have several regional forms? Goldeen was always a pretty funny Pokemon because, like, Magikarp, it would flop around, right? But Goldeen could actually hold its own outside of water and flopping around. The logic of Pokemon was always kind of weird. Okay. I used to look at a lot of leak stuff from a YouTuber called A-Drive, but have just not been kind of looking into leaks as much lately, just kind of letting myself be surprised by stuff. But he's been doing a lot of Alestral stuff lately because he created his own card game called Alestrals. Or, yeah, Alestral or Alestrals. So I haven't been seeing very much from him at all. I mean, that's true. There's not very many goldfish Pokemon out there. I think that Bruxish or whatever it's called kind of looks like a goldfish, but like a goldfish that somebody put lipstick on and then it transitioned or something. Yep, it solos a whole thing of fish flakes. Alright, we're gonna switch our music over to copyright-free funk music. We'll specifically go Brazilian funk. See if this is any good. This is Brazilian? They seem to feature a lot of southern rappers. I mean, why do you like Goldeen and not Seeking? That's a real question. I will say Seeking is a little bit more doofy looking. Now, I don't think I'll go out to eat, actually. I'd rather go out to eat with Theo. When we went to do the 4th of July stuff, I was considering going to a food truck, but then I thought all the food trucks were in the area where they had to check your bags and stuff, and I didn't want us to get separated and for too long sending Theo over, but then it turns out they actually had food trucks outside of the area where they check your bags and stuff. So, but it would have just been Mac Daddy's, which is just different, like, fancy mac and cheeses. But I do like mac and cheeses. They have like a curry mac and cheese at this restaurant next to my apartment. It's pretty baller. Last time I didn't get it with the chicken. I feel like it was just regular. I feel like with the chicken it'd probably be even better. Need to find some copyright-free emo to bring Morgrem out of the woodworks, because he's very emo-esque. This is going to be trash, but let's give it a shot. See if it'll summon it. Alright, let's see here. Royalty-free, post-punk, new wave. No. I specifically want emo. No, not alternative or punk. Okay, there's not a lot of copyright-free emo options. Who knew? Oh, it's sponsored. Dude, who knew? Alright, we'll try this. Alright, we'll try it for a second, see if it brings a shiny. It's all good. Oh, I ran away from it. Let's restart this game. That ain't going to do the trick. I like it. Is this like a regional form or something? What's the new region called? Have they revealed that yet? Oh, it's the mega version of it. Okay. They haven't said what the new region's gonna be. I feel like that's something that they would like officially announce early, just so you can kind of like tease stuff. I wonder what it's going to be called and what it's going to be based off of. The last region was based off of Europe, or I know it had Italy in there. I don't know if it was just Italy or if it was multiple spots in Europe. It's not a bad mega option. What would its ability and perhaps signature move be? Is there a trident type move? Alright, Morgrem, we're playing emo music for you, or punkish. Close enough. That shall summon you. Use emo to bring on the emo. I don't know if it's gonna work. I've almost talked myself into getting some dinner from that place, but at the same time, I'm cheap. Trident Rush. So it's like a priority. It turns your poke moves into a priority. Which moves would count as into priority moves? Which moves would count as poke moves? Like stab. Like drill. I can't think of any other poke moves. Drill run, yeah. That was one I was thinking of, drill run. Poke type attacks. I don't know what then type means. Oh, you mean like moves that sound like they're poke moves? Alright, I'll look in a second. I'm trying to emo it up to bring on this, Alright, I don't think it's working. Oh, that was like a rock version of Hey Arnold or something? I don't know. Didn't sound familiar to me. But Hey Arnold was kind of past my cartoon watching age. I don't think I ever did much of a Hey Arnold thingy. Football head, that's right. Good old football head. That's back when cartoons were weird just for the sake of being weird. Well, I guess they're still weird for the sake of being weird. That's still a thing. But now they seem like fever dreams rather than just a little quirky. Like when like Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends is kind of a weird fever dream one. Chowder is super strange. Chowder I kind of liked a little bit though. Like for instance in the episode where Chowder gets super smart and realizes that he's in a cartoon. That one entertained me. And that was definitely beyond where Theo must have been watching it and I was like, this is actually well written. I like this one. That's how you know that Deadpool is super smart. He acts dumb, but he's the only character that knows that he's in a comic book slash cartoon slash movie, so therefore he's the smartest one. You can't argue with that logic. Yeah, that is a lot of drawings. First one must be like Mega Sigalith or whatever however you pronounce it. And then that must be some form of a Reggie. Like a poison Reggie. That's what it looks like. Spaceship Poison Reggie. Then Mega Crocodile. Bitten? That must be an original one. That looks more like Five Nights at Freddy's type stuff. And then... Is that another one of the monkey trio? Like a fairy Pampor kind of thing? Or are those both additional forms of the monkey trio, turning it into a whatever 5 is? So a fairy monkey and a poison monkey? One of them more looks like a bear, so I think only that one goes with it. The Pampor or whatever. Psychic Reggie. Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize until recently I was watching like videos where they're just talking about stuff, and apparently Reggie Drago was a failed attempt by Reggie Gigas to make a dragon Reggie. It was like trying to make a its own dragon Reggie, and instead it just made the skull. It was only able to replicate the skull, so it just had the skull as like a shield or whatever. I thought that was kind of cool. Cool concept. I mean, I don't think it's sad. It still exists. It's not like it's dead or something. It just didn't work. Talking about us talking about his pictures that nobody can see on the stream? I mean, that's fair. It's a fair criticism for the stream. That's why I have to start a Discord channel. Like, Hello I Am suggested. I'll do it once I have a following of 3,576. So we're pretty close. We're almost there. It's good to have goals. I think I'm probably going to throw a pizza in. I think that's what I'll go for. I think you might be a rare breed of person that creates their own monkey trio Pokemon, because most people hate all of them and would not add any more to them. That's quite hilarious. You think that's a little too big of a goal? I mean, you gotta aim high, you know what I mean? You think that'll take too long? If we want our own Discord community, we gotta have a good amount of people to be in the Discord community. Because if it's just me, hello, I am, you, and maybe Theo, come on now. 21 followers? But do they actually show up? Do they really support me? I don't know. I think most of them are bots that came in and said that they followed me and then tried to get me to add them on Discord so they can sell me their services on making emotes and stuff, which they probably would just use AI to make it and then charge me as though they actually did it. You don't what? You could summon your army? If it's not 3,576, it's not going to cut it. Imagine that instead of 300, the movie was called 3,576. And they were like, well, I mean, that's plenty. You guys could stop Xerxes with that. I mean, it's a thought that counts. You got me up to 8 the other day. He is very emo, yes. And he's even more emo when you get him shiny, because he turns his hair to white, his skin to purple, and his pants to blue. He's actually one of the best shinies in the game, in my opinion. This particular form and everything. It'll be a shame that I'm gonna bump him up to Grimmsnarl, because Grimmsnarl is not as good of a shiny, but we gotta use him to beat the game, you know what I mean? And he's actually a pretty good Pokemon, all things considered. If we got this shiny in one stream, that would be pretty nanners. It's unlikely, but so was most of our other hunts. Honestly, I don't think any of them we've had more than 10 streams for. And I usually only do about hour-long streams, so that's pretty solid going for full odds. Should have taken about 22 hours for the Dracovish. And we definitely didn't do 22 streams. That's for sure. Who hasn't heard of that song? Golden Snitch Pokemon? Kind of looks like a Ponyta? Or like a lion type thingy? The shiny version of something, I guess. Interesting. Are those all original? You've never heard it? What's funny is I think a lot of that stuff got taken down. I mean, it's obviously going to be infinitely re-uploaded, but I think a lot of it got taken down because the copyright went crazy. So a lot of those parodies got struck for having, you know, similar melodies and stuff. Oh yeah? Nice. So they're all original ideas. Pretty cool. My daughter liked to design fan mons. She likes to draw and stuff. It kind of looks like a cat, though. Or are you talking about the flamey looking one? Yeah, it has like a cat face, and it looks like it has kind of like a flower pot on his head or something. Okay. I guess it kind of looks like a bug, but it looks like it has hooves, like it's a horse or something. That's like a horse body and kind of buggish and lionish face. It's an abomination of nature. Sorry. I don't make the rules. Abominations are abominations. Wasn't there like a mutant called Abomination or something like that? Circle with the wings. Okay, alright. I thought you said yellow. Oh, so it's an evolutionary form. I'm an abomination? Yeah, I am. I'm Barack Abomination. Barack Abomination brings the change. Changes this Pokemon to shiny. No, Theo is not an abomination, unfortunately. You have to go to sleep tomorrow? Alright, well, you're going to be pretty tired by then. No, Theo is not an abomination. He is my pride and joy. I think his name, Theodore, actually means God's gift. So, he couldn't be an abomination. Because his name means God's gift. Or gift from God. One of the two. And your name just means a bunch of words together. I don't even own a gun. Not very American. I'm an abomination, because I don't have a gun. I will. No, I probably won't, actually. This would be exceptionally quick. Yep. I'm a fake American. The only gun I have is a squirt gun. But it does squirt acid onto the face of innocent children, so there is that. Just kidding. Women. They have to be full-grown women. He's probably going to be dipping soon, too. Actually, stream's wrapping up. So, if we're going to get the shiny, it's got to be soonish. Because I'm going to be wrapping it up in the next couple minutes here. He doesn't know how to keep me in check. It's a fair point. How do you control chaos? How can you tame a storm? Can't do it. Well, if you give that to Theodore, he'll get real tooty and go to the bathroom, so just be warned. He does like cheese, but it doesn't like him. They call it lactose intolerant, but it's actually the cheese that's intolerant of him. The cheese calls him slurs. It's pretty rude. Calls him a cracker, and then he puts it onto himself, and then someone else eats him. And it makes a whole combination that makes a lot of sense, but also doesn't make sense. Cheese and Theo, that's right. I don't say that, the cheese says that. Don't report me to the authorities. I'm just stating a fact. Alright, so we're going to do a handful more encounters. Then I'm going to go have some grub of some sort and start winding down. But I like everybody coming out. But if we're going to get a shiny Morgrem, it needs to be soonish. So I'm going to try to summon it this time. It's not going to work. I should be more positive about it, but I'm not. So within the next 5 encounters, we will get this shiny Morgrem. It's going to be so fast. Here's 1. Two. Three. 4. Alright, so this next one has to be shiny. There's no other option. Congratulations, everybody. Another shiny in the bag. A surprising twist, it wasn't shiny. But we'll do one more encounter to sign off on. It's been fun, everybody. Give your mom a hug. Text your grandma. Say hi to your neighbor. Something like that. Whoa, why did I run the opposite direction? Alright, that's it! Encounter! Yep, that was the last one. Alright, well, it's been fun. I'm gonna go have some food and bathe and do other things that you guys don't get to know about but aren't interesting. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!